Downhaven Entertainment. Oh, it feels so good to say that. But welcome to my rant. So here we are, finally in 2016 with Batman v Superman. After all the hype and speculation and after all the casting announcements, the wait is finally over.
Hey, long time no see. It's been a while. How are you doing, robot?
Oh, thanks for asking. Look, I'm fantastic. Absolutely glorious.
That's fantastic.
I'm feeling absolutely abnormally great.
Good.
My good vibes is on fleek.
Alright, bro. Nobody is in that great of a mood.
Well, do you want to know why I feel so good? Because of this movie.
Wow, really? It had that much of an impact on you who?
Heck yes. After the credits roll, I felt a release, cause this movie is borderline awful.
Oh no, you are a DC fanboy who gets mad if things don't go along with the comics.
Not at all, Loke. Not at all. Quite the opposite. But let's get into the movie. The movie stars Henry Cavill, who... Look, Henry, I'm glad that you've got a job that pays the bills, but oh my goodness, I want to see you in other roles because WB and Snyder are kind of giving you the shaft. Henry was just there. Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne / Batman. Wow, this guy killed it. He proved everybody wrong. This guy is the perfect Bruce Wayne and the perfect Batman. I've always thought Keaton was the bland Bruce Wayne, but a very cool Batman. Val Kilmer was a very good Bruce Wayne and good Batman for that world. That didn't happen. Christian Bale was a very, very good Bruce Wayne and a meh Batman. This guy here owned the role. I mean, look at the images of Bruce Wayne in the animated series and look at Ben Affleck. Look at this. This dude is made for this role physically. I mean, this is Bruce Wayne and this is the Batman, and I knew he would kill it all along.
LOL. Oh really? Let's take a look back.
That's the issue. Leading men don't bring much variation to the roles. That's why one of the reasons this was an epic fail in a casting choice. So I fear when I see Ben Affleck in this role or on the set photos, I just see Ben Affleck walking down the street. I don't see Bruce Wayne.
LOL. I wonder who said that.
No, it wasn't me. It was the one-armed man.
Superb job. Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. Just awful. Absolutely dreadful. This guy just doesn't fit the universe. I mean, first of all, even if this is Lex Luthor's son, it's awful. I mean, what's the point? That's like me making a version of Bruce Wayne's son, and naming him Bruce Wayne Jr. People could cry out, Bruce Wayne wouldn't act like that or do this. This is totally out of character. And then some schmo comes along and argues, well, this isn't Bruce Wayne, this is Bruce Wayne Jr. That's not the point. And it's pointless just to make excuses to why Lex Luthor acts like a spastic moron. Don't get me wrong, Jesse Eisenberg did a fantastic job in this movie with his acting, but he does not fit this universe at all. He'd make a great character on the Gotham TV show as a Riddler type character, but this world is grounded and serious. Everyone is grounded and sound in mind, and here comes this cartoon character out of left field talking about gods and demon metaphors. Get the crap out of here and kill it with fire. Jeremy Irons is Alfred. Another perfect Alfred. What can you say? Don't really know what else to say. Just get an old dude to speak with an English accent and you're good, I suppose. Now, this was going to be a review, but this kind of turned more into a rant the more I thought about this. So, welcome to the second rant of my career, and this will involve spoilers. I'm sorry guys, this movie was a freaking mess. Look, Hans Zimmer, your music in this movie was great, but it did not fit Batman v Superman. It was loud and obnoxious. There was a scene when Lex Luthor, aka Riddler's spastic cousin, was just simply walking down the hallway with Zack Snyder's slow-mo in full effect. All the while, this odd and out-of-place music plays. Stop it. There's nothing dramatic going on. There's nothing dramatic about some jerk walking down the hallway. How about you just just show Lex Luthor walk into the chamber and save us a good 5 minutes, okay? Don't get me wrong. Slow-mo is cool when it's used correctly. I mean, my goodness, the last part of this flick where Superman dies, right? Yes, Superman played a huge role in the Man of Steel movie, but they treat the death like the audience will miss Superman or be sad that he died. No, this is the second movie in the universe, and we barely got to see Superman shine and be the symbol of hope. He hasn't developed into a character. He's not fleshed out enough to have this huge slow-mo death that takes 7 minutes of screen time. Let's move it along. And to tell you the truth, I'm getting kind of tired of seeing this tortured superhero cliche. Why can't Superman be the Man of Steel, the symbol of hope? Smile more often. Just be the opposite of Batman. I mean, have you seen The Dark Knight? Batman is the tortured one. Batman is the one who lets people decide if they see him as a villain or hero. Batman is the mysterious Dark Knight. Superman is a person who proves that he is a hero. He does not carry the symbol of hope on his chest just to let people decide what that symbol means. Superman carries that family symbol because it's his symbol of hope. People themselves, on the other hand, are hopeless. People are cynical these days, which Batman perfectly represents. Batman is fighting a war he knows he won't win. Batman is not the most hopeful person. He's stubborn, he's cynical, he's self-reliant. He allows people to see him as a bad guy, as a terrifying person, or the hero. In this movie, Batman and Superman are both too similar. They're both dark and unpleasant, dreary and emo. We need to balance it out. Superman should be the stable one. Batman should be the unstable one. Yin-yang, clash of ideals, having an actual day versus night. Cause Superman is definitely not representing the day in this fight. And this reminds me, do you remember when Clark Kent randomly went to the mountains to think, and out of nowhere he hallucinates about his Earth father, Paul Kent, giving him some motivation and confronting words? Yeah, you shouldn't have killed him off in the first movie. If he was still alive, we can have this moment like this and it would make sense. But now you're trying to have your cake and eat it too. Speaking of cake, did Lex Luthor pee in a glass cup, labeling it Grandma's peach tea, giving that cup to someone just to troll his enemy, then to blow them up?
Yes.
What the heck, filmmakers?
I call it the lemonade special, aka that PPT action.
What?
My dogs in New York call it that big bird water.
Ugh.
That's that leprechaun melted gold.
Okay, lol, we get it.
LOL, hold up. That's that.
This movie is very inconsistent at times as well. For example, remember Bruce Wayne running into all that urban destruction? Shouldn't it be absolutely covered in dust and debris? Look at this. It looks like he just had a minor fall in some sawdust. Even though the little girl that he saved is quite dirty, how did he remain clean amongst all that?
Because I'm Batman.
Fair enough. That stupid exposition Kryptonian ship. Yeah, I'm just supposed to buy that Lex Luthor knows how to operate everything and how to create crazy, nearly unkillable clones to fight Superman, and the ship is like, oh, you want to do some evil stuff? Okay, well, let me randomly tell you about the history of my Kryptonian people and all the other life forms in the universe. You know what, this movie shouldn't have been called Batman v Superman at all. The movie didn't have a clash of ideals between Batman and Superman, or they didn't fight hardcore, or didn't battle wits. This movie should have been called Lex Luthor hates the notion of gods, so he must corrupt them. Batman wants to take Superman out because he is a threat in his mind. Superman trying to please everyone and remains emo. Lois tracking down a bullet showing up where she doesn't belong. Wonder Woman looking for a picture of herself from the 1900s. Dawn of the Convoluted League. There's a simple premise for you guys that everyone could follow. Batman and Lex team up to rebuild the city. Both Bruce Wayne and Lex have a negative view of Kryptonians. LexCorp comes across kryptonite in the ocean from the effects of the Earth-humping machine. Let's say Bruce and Lex don't like each other because Bruce has some dirt on Lex, but they both have a sense of civic duty to rebuild the city, so it's a temporary alliance. So Bruce Wayne uses Batman to steal the kryptonite and some files from Lex Luthor for some reason you can think of. Let's say Superman has a vendetta with Batman because some people see him as a hero, but a lot of people are scared and see Batman as the bad guy, so they fight. We have a winner. Bruce Wayne and Kal-El have a nice talk in the Batmobile about their past and the ideals, and they see each other in a new light. Batman sees Superman as a good guy, but Lex still continues to be stubborn and sees him as a threat. Then it's revealed Lex Luthor is creating Doomsday in a chamber. How do we find out about this? Bruce Wayne stole some files from Lex Luthor, remember? And it reveals his experiments of Kryptonian technology. And the files that Batman has stolen has the info on the metahumans. End movie. Then we can have different superhero movies that cross over with one another, at least 2 movies. Then we get an early form of Justice League. There, no need for talk of gods and demons or convoluted plots. That involves pee. And another thing, this movie has horrendous pacing and editing. Apart from the slow-mo, there are scenes that disrupt the flow of the movie. That scene where Batman is defiant, calling for Superman to come at me, bro, was awesome. We just needed to see that scene and keep it flowing to where Batman is about to confront Superman. But in the movie, they just cut to Lois Lane and Lex. And we are already at the point where we hate Lex. And Lois just does not need to be there right now because we, the audience, are expecting something that we thought was going to be biblically epic. But that camera kept cutting away to the BS we didn't care about, killing the vibe. Same thing applies when a Doomsday fight happens. Things are getting awesome. Then we cut to Lois Lane picking up a stick. Things get really good again. Then we cut to the military planning to shoot a nuke. Things are getting really awesome. Superman stops to save Lois yet again out of the 15 times he saved her. And then at that point, I just was sick of Lois. At that point, I was really getting tired of seeing Lois. Lois needs to take her cute little butt home and let Wonder Woman take a shot at using the kryptonite spear to kill Doomsday. On that note, how does she even know that the spear would kill Doomsday? She doesn't even know what this thing is. She just shows up and says, well, I'm pretty sure this kryptonite will kill this creature. Let me try to get this and save today because I want to be Wonder Woman. She should have been out of the final fight scene because she has no place in here. She is out of her element. So in conclusion, this movie's pretty good. A desperate attempt to catch up with Marvel. So I'm pretty much thinking that this is a bullying decision to force Zack Snyder into making this rush piece of crap. I think Zack Snyder is the perfect director for this project. We just need a good writer and some time to flesh things out. WB needs to let the creators create, because when you do, look at Deadpool, look at the X-Men, look at the Planet of the Apes. But when the studios are following trends and trying to force things in, that's when the movie fails. This movie's grade is a C. It's slightly better than the last Resident Evil movie that came out a couple of years ago. This movie kind of put me off on DC. I don't care for the future DC projects other than Batman because Batman was fantastic. I don't know. I'm just flat out disappointed. I don't hate the movie. I don't dislike the movie. I'm just disappointed, and that could be worse than hating it. So, I'm out of hiatus right now, and I'm going to finish up on the Dark Knight Rises review. Screw this movie. This flick has a special slot in Haven X Presents in the future.
Hurry up with it already.